Hi, sweetie. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Rachel. You look beautiful today.
Thank you. You look absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
And listen, as a fellow millennial, I really enjoy watching you on the show. And I was like, yeah.
Good. Yes.
So much to talk about. So I'm Rachel Luki. I'm with Sheen Magazine, and I am so excited to be talking to you. Oh my God, you are glowing.
Thank you. Thank you. Who knows? I might be having a baby. Okay.
Oh, girl, I'm actually in the same spot as you. We are also trying for a baby. I don't know why we millennials waited so long, but like, yeah, I feel you. Fingers crossed.
Fingers
And I'm
crossed.
sending you baby dust as well.
Baby dust over there too.
You know what? There's so much to go on. They only gave me 7 minutes, so I want to get to as much as possible because I am so team sweet tea. And I've always been from the first season when you came on. I just think you're so lovely and you're so sweet. I see why they call you sweet tea. And I felt
Yes.
like, you got a bit of an unfair treatment last time. So I'm just gonna go straight into Dr. Heavenly.
Okay.
I watched Dr. Heavenly and I'm like, wow, I don't think I could ever like cope with having someone like that in my life. Someone who just says whatever they want when they want. They will
Right.
insult your entire existence.
It's
Like
a lot.
I don't know how you guys cope. I mean, this lady has insulted you, has insulted your husband, your marriage, your entire being. She
Yeah,
even called Dr. Contessa's mom, who passed away in 2010, a stupid B word. And I'm
I
just,
know.
how do you cope with a personality like that in your life, having to work with them, having to, because these are things that people in real life would cut you off for forever. And
Exactly. No,
all you
you
less.
Yes, Rachel, what you're saying is very true because, normally you would cut that person off. And, I think that the ladies are there for a reason, regardless of, the friend group, and so they're there for a reason. But I try to navigate it the best that I can. And, I try not to let the ladies gaslight me because they're like, it's not a big deal. Just, sweep it under the rug. It's going to, it's just, that's heavenly. Heavenly's going to do good things. And I think that Heavenly has gotten away with a lot of stuff. And, I think that the cast has adjusted their thought processes just to meet her where she's at, just to accommodate her. And so, like, for me, I think that I'm learning because of my baby journey and, she's shamed my fertility and my reproductive health. And so I'm just like, people are just going to be them, and I just have to just be myself, and ignore I'm trying to ignore all the mess. So at this point, like, I'm not really looking for an apology because, like Jackie says, like, whenever you argue with the fool, it makes two fools. And so, that type of drama is beneath me, and I'm better than that. I know where I come from. I know, I have all the love in the world from my family, my husband, and I have a lot to look forward to. And I think that, she's acting out because, she sees a star.
Oh, absolutely. And talking about the fertility journey, you were so brave. You talked about your endometriosis. It was endometriosis, right?
Yes.
You talked about it last season and this season, and usually it's a lot harder to conceive. And I thought it was so beautiful that you brought that to the forefront and that you're sharing that. So for someone to insult that is just so low. And so my question to you is, um, do you think she will ever be stopped? Because it seems with every season she pushes the envelope further and further and further. And I feel like both the cast members and the audiences have sort of enabled her because maybe they think she's funny. Without
Right.
thinking, imagine if she say that to you. Do you think there's ever going to be a point where this lady is going to be like, listen, I'm just going to become decent now and stop insulting people like this?
I think that it's gonna have to take some work, maybe some more intervention. Instead of her sitting in her closet, a prayer closet maybe what might work. But, I think that it's just gonna take a lot more from the group to hold her accountable. I mean, last year they spoke a lot about holding, Gregory's ex-wife accountable. And so it's like we can't, and I have to defend her in this instance because it's like, you guys aren't holding heavily accountable for the things that she does. And so we can't keep accommodating this toxic type of behavior. And so, because it's not always funny. And I think that, we need something new. We need something to work with, and maybe if we reward her for the bad behavior, we would see something else. Because she's kind of being redundant, repetitive, and kind of a one trick pony. And so I just think that people are yearning for authenticity and not this made up drama. And so I hope that we get something new. I think only thing that I can worry about is myself and just give my best self.
I love it. Listen, and I remember, Doctor, this is the last question on Heavenly. Dr. Jackie said in one of the episodes that when you forgive someone, you're doing it for yourself and not them. Do you forgive her for all the horrible ish that she said about you and everything that you care about?
I think that like forgiveness is for, I think I agree with the forgiveness is for you. I think that you can forgive, but you will never allow that person in within your space and hold them to that pedestal anymore. That she can no longer get back in my life in the way I allowed her the first time. And so, you just got to leave people where they at. And, if she doesn't want to change, she doesn't want to change.
Okay, now let's leave that to the side. Let's talk about more exciting stuff. Girl, first of all, I have a best friend and she loves you. She's like, she came up of a DM. Like, do you know how many girls dream of that? It's like I have to ask you this question. I mean, obviously you're a gorgeous, stunning girl. Dr. G is lucky to be with you. But at the same time, he was already famous, he's already rich. I'm sure there were so many DMs from other women. How do you stand out as a woman when you're trying to get the attention of such a man? What would you tell the girl is out there? Because, honey, one DM brought you all.
One DM, right? I think it's so funny because the girls are still in his DMs, okay? They're still
Like,
there.
oh, girl.
But
But
I
yeah.
would say to really just be yourself. And like I'm a very silly person. And so like, you can't, I think a lot of people are stuck into this robotic type of like what a woman should be. And a lot of people are looking up to some of these influencers and things like of that nature. And I'm just gonna be myself. And so when I slid in his DMs, I didn't lead with put my boobies out and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't lead with my body. I led with my personality and my mind. And so I joked around with them. He responded. And then we just took it from there. I mean, I could have sent him a emoji of a dog and said, hey, how little lassie getting lost, how you doing? What I'm saying, in the DMs, like my dog got loose
Be
virtually.
yourself. Yeah.
Right. Be yourself.
And if you are for that person, they will relate to it. Now, you're a big advocate of age gap relationships. Obviously, you've got a nice age gap. Like for me, there's nothing abnormal about that because I am from Kenya and this is normal, like in my culture. But what do you say to all the detractors who want to call you a gold digger? You're just with him for the money. And how do you advocate more for age gap relationships?
I would say, in my age gap relationship, you can say what you want to say, but it's my life to live. You don't have to be in this relationship. It's not for you. And so you can judge all you want, but do you want to be there or you don't? But I will say in the age gap relationships, I want my husband to feel accepted in my family and my friend groups. And I mean, it's a very normal relationship. Like, when I taught my class, I was just talking about how um that you want your partner to feel accepted, and your partner, you want them to feel love. You don't it's not a sugar baby sugar daddy relationship. I care about this person, and especially if you want a man to be generous and love you, you got to love them genuinely too. You got to do that. And so I encourage a lot of women to just be yourself, be playful, be fun, be energetic. I mean, a lot of older men, they like young women because it keeps them
And
young.
yeah,
Feminine energy, yes.
absolutely.
Wear something nice and colorful. Put an idea in their mind, like you are the experience. So when you talk about vacations, want to be somewhere, talk about them in it, and put them in a nice breeze, like a nice shirt, and you're walking on the beach and all that. They want to see that because you're the experience. Like, oh yeah, I want to be there with her. You know.
Listen, girl, you gotta live your best life. I have an age appropriate husband, and I'm called a gold digger every day. I think when they see Black women living well, They feel some type
Yeah,
of
they feel
way.
some type of way.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
Definitely
I
they
would, I
do.
would love to keep talking to you. I would have loved to ask you about quad, but unfortunately, I'm out of time.
Okay.
You are so delightful, like I knew you would be. You're absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to keep watching your journey and wishing you all the best and all the happiness. You and Dr. G seem really happy for real, and I love it for you.
Thank you, Rachel. I'll be reaching out. You're so sweet.
Oh, you will. I will definitely reach out some more, and it's so nice to meet you for real. All the best. And you look stunning.
Thank you. You
All right.
too.
Bye.
Bye.